Oh, hey guys. Cedar Squared, and today we're playing. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the reintroduction to the Cedar Squared Podcast. It's me, Zach. I'm your host. Brought to you by, as always, Josh and Steve.
Yeah, hey, what's up?
It's us. Long time. We'll see. You know, about.
It's been a while.
Roughly, let me check the.
Check YouTube.
It's like 2017, 2016.
When was the last time we uploaded it? What was the last upload?
Last
Right the hell?
Was
3 years ago.
3 years ago. 3 years ago. 4 years. 4 years ago we started. 3 years ago we ended. So it's been a while, you know. But we're finally back, just catching back up. You know, this is kind of like a catch up,
soft reboot.
Yeah, a soft reboot. You know, making up for lost time. Just trying to make things kind of just feel like we never left.
Yeah,
really.
And maybe we never even arrived. You know.
I mean, 23 views.
I mean,
it's like we never.
Some people watched. You know
Some
what I'm
people
saying?
believe.
Some people watched.
A lot of people watch that rock band video.
The rock band.
Yeah.
A lot.
110.
I do have some people. Yeah, hey, you can't even fit 100 people in this room.
What made us start this?
What made us start this? I mean, kind of just like. I think I was taking like video classes and I was kind of like learning it, and then I think it was like you, like said, "Oh, we should just finally do a gaming channel," and I was like,
Finally.
Well, I feel like we've all had kind of grew up watching YouTube too. Like I grew up watching, like Rooster Teeth and even early Machinima with like Mr. Stark and Hutch and Sea Nanners. So I grew up watching YouTube. So
I think for me it was like
gaming videos were always there for me.
Yeah, it was pretty much around then, or like even G4 TV.
Oh yeah, G4 definitely.
Which
G4.
That's also getting reboot this year.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Like it's gonna be a channel.
I'm not sure if it's a channel or.
I don't know. They're kind of. I'm not gonna lie. They kind of dropped the ball. I think they announced it too soon.
I think they did.
They're just like, oh, we're back, but not really because we don't have anything ready.
Pretty much, yeah.
That'd be like us, like last year, being like, oh, we're back.
Yeah.
And we didn't do anything.
Talking about stuff.
Yeah. Just wait. We'll be back.
I don't know.
But I mean, how are you guys doing?
Good. It's good to spend time with you guys again.
I know. Honestly, it's been a minute.
I think that's one of the main reasons why I kind of brought this idea up again. Was because
we
don't really.
It was kind of Steve that brought it up. He texted the wrong Zach and said, "Hey, we should start another channle back up."
You want to tell that story?
Oh, dude. So I don't know. I have a lot of numbers saved on my phone, and I always forget to delete them.
Yeah.
And I remember I had Zach's old number in my phone. And when I got his new number, I was like, you didn't tell me which one was his. So I was like, you know what, 50-50 shot. I'm pretty sure this will be the right Zach.
Okay. So you only text one of these numbers, right? Not both of them. You didn't do a Hail Mary. You just kind of.
No, I just texted one. Yeah.
You were so sure.
Yeah, I was so sure that was him.
Yeah. He texted me though, saying, "Hey, you should start the channel up again." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, if you're down. I got time.
Yeah.
I got time. I do."
So I'm like, I just messaged Zach. And the guy's like, I'm not Zach, you have the wrong number. And I totally thought Zach was just messing around. I'm like, don't be an ass. And I'm like, Cedar Squared, let's do another habanero.
Oh, a habanero, a reference to Rock Band and Regrets.
Yeah.
And he's like, in quotations. Wait, go ahead.
In what?
No, I was going to continue on with the text message. In quotations, he's like, laugh my ass off. I'm not Zach, dude.
Oh, you're so mad.
And he's like, I'm a legit 11, yo. Shake my head. And I didn't think in my head. I didn't consider click in my head that 11 was 11-year-old.
Yes.
I was like, I'm 11.
Wait, yo. But
I'm legit a 11, yo.
I'm legit an 11?
No, a 11, yo.
An 11-year-old.
He
put yo like as like a how to like show
Y-O.
abbreviation.
Yes. But you read it as I am a 11, yo.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
But then you just said, I'm just trying to sleep, dude. And I'm like, and I left it at that. And I was like, this is probably not Zach.
So, what happened, I guess, Steve texted an 11-year-old.
Nope. That's an oversimplification of what
For the record. But then eventually texted the right Zach.
Yeah.
Hey, we should start the channel.
Here.
Here we are.
I assumed he texted Josh because then Josh asked about it.
He texted me first, and I was like, oh, you should talk to Zach. I was like, we need to get Zach on board, and then he did.
I was kind of nervous, to be honest. I didn't know if Zach would be like, I don't know, man. But no, he was like, yeah, let's do it.
Got the big boy job.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I got time,
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, there are some unreleased Red Tail videos. I can just put those back.
we can replay it.
Replay it? I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, I'm actually.
I think we hit a point when we were doing these where it was like, I don't like Right to Hell that much.
Yeah, I think we did hit a wall. Yeah, we definitely hit a wall when we were trying on these.
Well, I think the hardest part, why we stopped really was because it was really hard to keep editing.
Wait. Is it spoiling the whole end of the game?
Yeah, don't you remember when we first played Right to Hell? It was like a montage of the whole game in the beginning part, and then he jumps over this motorcycle.
Wait.
You mean a helicopter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He jumps over this helicopter with his motorcycle.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
And that's like...
It was a good game, though.
What?
No, was it? It wasn't.
But, yeah, I wanted to come back because there's a lot of stuff I didn't feel like I got to do in our first run of it, I feel like I was still learning editing stuff, like video editing software, and it was good practice, but of course I wanted to do more things with it that I feel like I didn't get to do while we were first figuring things out.
Still learning.
I feel like that first month when we first started was like me just trying to learn how to find things in Premiere Pro, let alone edit a 30-minute video.
You did it.
Yeah, I did. It was hard to keep up with, but I did for however we did, and then we ended it with the Rock Band video.
Yeah, what a way to cap it, though.
What a way to cap it, yeah. That was the last video we did.
And so, 3 years has passed.
3 years has passed since Rock Band and Regrets.
Yep.
And this took me a week and a half to edit, I think. Every day I was editing it.
We all still look pretty much the same.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. We do.
Pretty much, yeah. And then
we do look the same.
We still have the same light in our eyes. But...
The innocence.
The innocence of making YouTube videos. Got 9 thumbs ups.
Nice.
Any comments? No? Steve's sister?
Oh, yeah.
Should have used that fresh habaneros.
Yeah.
Those do not taste good, no.
But, hey,
it's on the dock.
What's on the docket? What have you guys been up to? This, 2021.
2021, those last couple months?
Yeah. New year.
I've gone into the game a little bit, with audio recording. Been having a lot of people over and just kind of, not a lot of people. Yeah. I'm mindful. I'm COVID mindful. Excuse me.
He caught himself. Socially distanced.
Yes. But, you do have to be selective, too, about who, for real. But.
Don't worry, I'll edit out my screen. This will be blanked out at 9:49. The very hard path. You keep talking.
Yeah, no, whatever. You know what? You don't want to hear about my adventures, No, I'm just kidding.
No, I do. I'm listening.
In case everyone wants to know the password. No, but it's been pretty cool. Learning all this stuff and to see the audio side of recording and learning how to get stuff sounding good, and maybe I can actually help this time, in editing.
That would be a big help.
Mm-hmm. What you been up to, Steve?
Well, for the since ever since COVID started, I've been luckily I've been able to hold on to my teaching job for a bit. But that's pretty much all I've been doing right now. I'm just trying to relocate up here to Fresno.
What have you guys been playing, game wise?
I don't know. What?
Apex.
Apex Legends, hands down, best game Dopest dope you ever smoked.
Of every game of every year, but game of the year.
Dopest dope. It's the best.
Yeah.
I will say I've never been hooked by a game like that.
Really?
Yeah. Besides maybe PUBG.
PUBG, I was like, you spent a long time on PUBG.
I got a PC just for PUBG.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
You did.
It was so good. It was something about like battle royales and like the whole 20-minute, 30-minute games. You know, it's like an adventure in itself, like a whole narrative that you build yourself. You know what I mean? And you kind of, it's always different, even though it's the same map and the same situation. I don't know.
Do you play it because you like how easy it is to pick up and play, or what?
Yeah, and then like playing with different people too.
Because it's a battle royale, right?
Yeah.
But it's like what makes it like.
There's still the difference. I think is that there is downtime, and so there's like looting in the beginning, or like whenever you're not fighting. And so I think that adds to the game because you have a dialogue with your teammates and you kind of just
and I think and also the fact like the single characters have their own special abilities like makes it a pretty interesting aspect because it's not like one character is too overpowered over the other.
It's kind of got that MOBA effect.
Yeah. They've done a good job of balancing, I would say, and updating the game constantly. They just came out with the last season.
Yeah, I think when I was playing like PUBG and stuff like early on, it was like it was cool because you'd be with your friends, but I think what kept it from being like fun for more than a couple months was really there wasn't much else. After you explore the map and stuff, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, it was like the first major BR that came out, but Apex just introduced, and Fortnite introduced like so much, like the respawning system and then like the marking stuff.
Yeah,
really. I mean, that's pretty much what rules. That's what brought them down because they couldn't keep up with the game.
But at the same time, too,
listening to the community, like
some of the diehards though really like that because if you die, you're dead. It's kind of more hardcore,
more realistic.
Yeah, totally.
But other than that, I played the Medium, Xbox Series X exclusive.
Yeah, a good one, huh?
No, it was pretty mediocre.
You beat it?
Yeah, I beat it.
You beat it.
I pushed through, I will say.
See, I didn't even play it, but I just like watched videos, and for the most part, like I was watching like the like the puzzles. Yeah. But they weren't really puzzles because like the character, she would like narrate what's going on.
Yeah, it was. Nothing was ever too difficult. Yeah. There were some like combat sections that were like kind of weird.
It was like those invisible ghosts. And
stuff. It was just hard. There were a lot of games that give you like indications of like when something's about to happen or whatever. Yeah. But some of the signals in the game were kind of like you can miss them really easy. But honestly, if you watch a playthrough or something, it's pretty much like you're playing the game.
Yeah, it's pretty much like. Because there's nothing that sets it up, really, huh? Yeah,
like, there's not too much gameplay. And maybe maybe this is a hot take, but, like, it is, like, more like a walking simulator.
It's a walking simulator with, like, light puzzles and combat.
Yeah, and...
That's how, Murder Soul Suspect was. Soul Suspect Murder, or... Murder, what was that?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was, like, pretty, like, really linear, where it's, like, point A, point B.
Yeah, did you like it?
No, it was pretty boring.
I thought people like with this though, it was kind of like a Silent Hill, spiritual successor because it has the music.
It's just the music.
Yeah,
that's all it had going, and the environment's cool, and the whole premise is cool.
Yeah,
but that was it.
Nothing
too special.
And when did this come out?
This came out last
28th of January. Yeah. No, January.
It came out this year.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
26 maybe.
Does it feel next gen?
It was pretty impressive because
like graphically it looked good.
You do see the split screen, and so it is running technically like two games at once because you're in two different worlds. Like you're seeing two completely different worlds. So that aspect is pretty cool.
Did it run well? Like it didn't no crashes or anything.
Yeah, it loaded really fast. That SSD on the Xbox is pretty cool.
Helping it out. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean that's probably the only cool thing about it, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Like looking at it now, like the monsters don't really look that good or anything like that. It kind of just seems.
How long did it take you to beat?
Like 8 hours, maybe.
Really? Yeah. That's a quick game.
Yeah. I don't think it's even sold at full price though.
Oh, okay. Like,
no, it's like $40 game.
Yeah, it's 40.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask because it doesn't look like a $60 game.
Yeah, I don't know. You played anything else recently?
No. Like I mentioned to you guys before, I would call myself a patient gamer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where I mean, like I just wait. You know, whenever I decide to play the games, like Dark Souls 3. I've been playing Dark Souls 3 recently. Beat the campaign, but I'm going through the DLCs right now. So that's really fun.
Are you gonna New Game Plus it?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna New Game Plus it after. Which I really think you should start playing Dark.
I did get the remastered one though. I downloaded it and I beat the first boss and that was it.
1, 2.
I got the fireball.
Yeah, the
3.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I didn't even like die.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's good. I mean, a lot of people don't even pass the first that first Silent Demon, not Silent Demon. Wait, the first boss is the Silent Demon.
Yeah, the big one.
But technically, you could just bypass that one. But
yeah.
The next one, that demon on the wall, you haven't got that far?
Oh.
Like that.
I have before, but I haven't.
Like that.
I haven't in this new run.
Oh, okay.
That one is tough though. I remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that's pretty much the, how do you say it? What do they call it? Like the gap, like the curve. Like, yeah, if you could pretty much pass that first boss, you could pretty much go through the game pretty good.
Yeah.
But if you can't pass that first boss, it's like then you can't really get through the game.
It can be pretty tough, man, and it's it can
I'm 45.
the amount of perseverance.
This boss you're talking about, right?
No, I'm talking about Dark Souls 1.
Dark Souls 1.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, look at that shield. Wow.
No, what? My favorite boss though in Dark Souls is probably in 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is the optional boss, the dragon one, the one who rides like the lightning dragon. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this
King
is
of the Storm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it's totally optional. You go like this like dragon land, and it's like whenever it shows it. Yeah, it's like you go here and like this. Like totally optional area.
Mm-hmm.
You need like one of the emotes to get to it.
Okay.
And it's like one of those stupid like totally like a Dark Souls thing where it's like super obtuse and like you need to look it up to figure it out. Like you do a dragon pose thing at like one of the areas, and it takes you to this optional area.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And then you go to this boss. I'm totally spoiling part of Dark
No,
Souls.
you're good.
Too,
I mean,
it's
I'm
like
gonna play this anyways.
Yeah.
This is scary.
He's totally like the hardest boss I think in the game, in my opinion, because it's 2 bosses. You have to beat him on the dragon.
Nameless King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nameless King. Yeah, and it's totally like stupid hard. I mean, all Dark Souls bosses are hard, but yeah, because like I remember playing, I was like, oh yeah, I'm almost beating him, and then I beat King of the Storm or whatever, and then he gets off the dragon, and it's a whole nother boss.
I don't think I'm gonna beat these games.
Yeah,
You should at least the story mode. I think you should at least get through it, because that last boss in Dark Souls 3, that story boss is stupid easy.
Really?
Yeah,
Stupid easy.
Wait, is it Lord Gwyn or whatever?
No, what? No, it's Lord of Cinders.
Yeah, Lord of Cinders. Because that's what you're trying to get to.
Yeah, but yeah, it was stupid easy. There was actually a boss that I had trouble with. Like there was like 2 or 3 bosses before getting to him that I had trouble with. That it took like 2 or 3 days to beat.
Is it like a grind though? Is it like you're grinding to gain XP to like level up?
It could be a grind.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you go, section to section, area to area, and you do kill like most of the mobs in an area, then you should be able to at least level yourself up. But there is going to be moments where you are going to have to grind to at least get that 1 or 2 levels.
Yeah.
To get those stats you need.
Look at that. He just did 1 hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell.
That's unfortunate.
And this guy's super buffed up. I think this is definitely like a couple new games in. I feel like Dark Souls 3 anyway was like a good medium to like Bloodborne meets Dark Souls because there's a lot more rolling and stuff. I felt like the older Dark Souls, it felt like less dodging, more just getting your shields right.
Yeah.
Also like using the gimmick for whatever boss it was, like one would be weak to fire, so you make sure you have a fire spell or something equipped, or etc. But I feel like this game you didn't have to really strategize whatever build you wanted, it was kind of like it could work. It would be a little harder, but it was definitely doable. Like, I'm sure there's a probably more optimal build for this boss. But this guy's just, he's just using regular sword and shield. And he might just have, like, maybe more offense or something.
There's just more options, huh?
Yeah, he's probably just built up his strength or something just to... Yeah. Kind of brute his way through the bosses, but you can totally do that in 3. But the older ones, no. You definitely would have to, like, strategize more.
Yeah. And I know definitely for, like, Dark Souls 1 and...
Yeah,
I'm not sure about 2. I don't remember about
Demon
2.
Souls.
But you have to actually level up your armor too. But in Dark Souls 3, you don't do that at all. Yeah. It's just one plain armor set.
And the dumb thing too, like, well, I don't notice in Dark Souls 3, but in Demon Souls, you know how you have to like reinforce your weapons to get to +1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. And when you hit to a certain level, you can upgrade to a different weapon. But in Demon Souls, if you go too high, you can't upgrade to a certain thing. So it's like you have to choose. You want a stronger sword or do you want a fire sword?
Like branching.
Yeah, and you can't go back though. So it's like, I leveled up this sword too strong, and now I can't do anything about it. So it's kind of like that. But I mean, Dark Souls is pretty fun. I mean, I would recommend it.
What's your favorite Souls or Souls-like game?
Definitely 1. Dark Souls.
I would say 1 or Bloodborne, but for different reasons.
Okay.
I like the Bloodborne aesthetic. I think that's why I like it a lot. I like the world. I mean, they're both really good games. Yeah. But I just like the aesthetic of Bloodborne. But I love Dark Souls combat and stuff.
Definitely.
If I could get Dark Souls combat and Bloodborne, that'd probably be the perfect game. But sadly, Bloodborne has its own thing. Yeah.
But there's no shield, right? It's like
there's no shield. You use a gun. I do also like, because Bloodborne uses a lot of H.P. Lovecraft, and it's pretty cool that it uses a lot of H.P. Lovecraft inspired things.
That's like Cthulhu and shit like that.
Yeah, Cthulhu, all that stuff, like nameless entities, and it's pretty cool because it's just, set up in a more Victorian era. Yeah, you have no shield, so use a gun to stagger enemies. There are parries and stuff too, but you're primarily dodging, rolling away, and attacking quickly. Which some people don't like, some people like more. I think I just treat it differently. I mean, it's like it's very different than Dark Souls, but it's similar enough that if you play Dark Souls, you'd be okay with it.
Okay, I'll give it a shot, man.
They're both really they're fun. They're very hard, yeah. But it's definitely a game that you build up yourself to them.
And it's really sad, like it really, once you beat a boss after you haven't been able to beat it for a while, you just really feel really good about it.
I could imagine, yeah. Like the scale of the bosses too are just crazy.
Kind of intimidating,
like big. They don't take much damage. If they're especially like in the earlier Dark Souls games, like they take way less damage if you're not using what they're weak to. Like this is like not even chunking.
See, I think what turns me off from it is that the bosses are kind of like hard to read sometimes. Yeah. In terms of like what they're doing, and not that like I want the game to like be easy to me, but like to be fair, I don't know.
What's crazy with I read about this in Bloodborne. I don't know if it's like actually true, but some people say that you can leave your PS4 on for like 24 hours and use up all the RAM in it, so the bosses can't use new attack type, so they're stuck in a phase. I read that. Like,
that's kind of
like, this boss is too hard for you because their third phase is like killing you.
Yeah.
Just leave your PS4 on, and they won't go into the third phase because it can't load it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, I read stuff like that, but in the end, it's they're totally doable. Apart from like maybe like the Nameless King, where it's like designed just to like murder you, but like Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, all the old like newer ones, definitely doable and like super like beginner friendly, in a sense. They're hard, but they're definitely like you can work at it a little bit. Not even that much.
They're harder than Jedi Fallen
Order. Oh yeah,
right?
Fallen Order is super like. I don't want to call it baby souls, but it's like, you know.
Yeah,
it's combat. It's
it
easier.
Yeah.
It has challenge, but it's not like this where
Yeah.
it's like designed to like have you die in. I think the reason why it's so hard because that's how the leveling works in this game is that you have to stay alive so that way you can keep leveling up. So that's why it feels more precious to stay alive in this as opposed to like Fallen Order where it's like the bosses and stuff are hard, but like the regular enemies won't kill you as easily.
Yeah, my philosophy when it comes to gaming, right, is like, because there has to be a certain amount of challenge, you know, there has to be like a middle ground for sure.
Yeah.
But when I play a game, I want to feel like, you know, like a badass or whatever, like a Jedi or like a Spartan or whatever you are.
You want to stress yourself out.
Yeah, like I don't want to have to grind or like treat like like talk bad about myself because I can't get through something and I get really frustrated, you know.
Yeah.
So like that learning curve, like in terms of how steep, like it gets difficult and how much of a chance it gives you is like really important to me. Like God of War and Fallen Order, I think did a great job of like making it really approachable.
Yeah, I think because the narratives were so important in those games.
Yeah,
they wanted you to keep going through it. Dark Souls and stuff, they don't. The narrative is totally backseat to the gameplay. I feel, or like, you know, there is a lot of lore and all that, but you can totally just like get through it and not learn a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You can totally just play. You can totally just play the game, and it would just be like, oh.
I think that's how my first Dark Souls run through was. I think I just went through boss to boss. I actually had to find out because it doesn't tell you like where to go exactly. Like it tells you like very little details if you talk to characters, but that's like the only way you know like how to get through, like how to find the next box or next boss or like what to do next.
The little direction that you get.
But no, you're totally right. Like you could go through these games and not learn a single thing about the lore. Yeah, but the lore but the lore itself is really good.
Yeah, it's good.
I like it.
That's tight. This boss right here has his
picks
arm.
up his arm. Yeah, he uses a weapon. Yeah, a lot of these bosses are super cool. It's like all around, the boss design is really good in all the Souls games.
Yeah,
I would say totally. Which I'm excited because you know Elden Ring, it's gonna be like George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, I'm
definitely. Whenever that, you know, I'm trying to forget about it because I know like it's a long way away.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm definitely looking forward to Elden Ring. I'm still waiting. I think everybody was waiting to hear something back on the last announcement. Yeah, it was like a big gaming announcement back then. So,
like I'm okay with them never going back to Dark Souls as long as they do something. You know, Sekiro is cool. You know, if they keep doing other things, I don't mind it. I feel like that studio can just do whatever they want now. They kind of earned it, so.
I'll say Sekiro. I heard it's really good.
Sekiro's good. I didn't beat it, but I played it because I think it came out at a time. I think I was just playing so many different things.
Yeah.
And Sekiro, it is a Souls game, so you kind of have to make it your priority. Or else you'll kind of just like phase out of it.
Yeah.
So like I totally phased out of it and just started playing other things.
That's fair.
What have you been playing recently? We didn't even ask you.
I know we've been talking about we've been on Souls for a long time.
I mean, that's cool. I've been playing Yakuza.
Yakuza.
I beat 0 like last year, and then I said I'm just gonna play 7 before I get spoiled on it because I hear it's really good. And I've been wanting to play I played like Dragon Quest 11 also, and I was like, I was still getting like that JRPG bug, so I was like, I'll just play Yakuza 7 because it has a similar combat style. It's totally turn based.
Look it up.
Yakuza. But Yakuza,
What kind of game was it originally? Like a beat 'em up?
It's like a brawl. Well, I don't know. It's kind of like a brawler where it's like you get put in these scenarios where you have to like fight.
Double Dragon.
It's not like Double Dragon. But it's a really good game. The plot's really good. There's a lot of good story in it. It's got like this weird thing where like every character has like a backstory, and it's sometimes it does take itself like super seriously, but at the same time it won't. It'll just like
kind of
pull off, because I remember some people thought like, oh, you know, oh yeah, there is right there. Yeah, Steelbook. So it has a good amount of life to it though in like the long run. I don't know how long it is. I'm like, I would say like 15, 16 hours in, but it feels like I just kind of cracked the surface of it, you know. The games are traditionally pretty long, but this game's cool because it's kind of like a soft reboot too, where it's like new main character.
Right.
He skipped pretty much all the occurrences of 1 through 6 because he was in jail for like 23 years. So the game starts you whereas Yakuza 0 would start, but he goes to jail and gets out in 2019. Way after all the other Yakuza games, which happened in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, that's cool. So he's like learning stuff with
you. He's learning stuff as you go. So it's like, if you don't know these things, they explain it to you because he's learning it too for the first time.
I'm sure there's deep cut.
There are some deep cut references. It takes place in Kamurocho, same place that the other ones take place.
Is that a real place?
Yeah, it's a real place.
Oh my god.
Like, it's actually like very accurate to what Kamurocho actually looks like. So, really cool that they pretty much do it justice. There's also like a lot of characters in the game that are actually famous Japanese actors that they just use for
like cameos. Or?
Yeah, they're just playing characters and it's kind of cool because it's like the actual look of them, which is pretty cool because it's really good like voice acting and stuff too with it because they're using their appearances and stuff, so it feels more like a movie at times when they're acting. But here, like, they'll show like the combat right now. It's like totally turn-based combat. Yeah. It's pretty cool. And they'll they'll have like timing events. Yeah, it's like totally like a JRPG, and that's why I was like super down to play this because I was still having that like fix of wanting to play a JRPG. And it's cool because you can interact with the environment. Say like someone's in front of a trash can, they'll pick up the trash can and throw it. Like, see, you just kick the bike. Yeah. Like, there's things like that show up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really into turn-based games, but this actually doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, super stylized.
Looks a little bit more actiony, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like you're just lined up.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, they move around, walk around, and then typical like JRPG thing, which shows how much.
I think that's what it is. I think because usually in other JRPGs, when you get into combat, it just changes like the whole scene, and like you said, it's side based and it just changes like I guess your immersion, I guess.
Yeah.
And this one it just feels like you're right. You just like go into the fight. It's still turn based, but there's no like cut split of the scene and.
Like the more modern like RPGs especially have like shifted away from that. And gotten more active, like Final Fantasy 15 and 17.
Yeah, totally. I feel like this is like a happy medium where it takes things a little back.
Yeah.
And it's cool because this game totally breaks the wall because there's like a funny conversation early on. They're like, the main character's named Ichiban. Someone asks him like, Ichiban, why do you let the guys get a turn on you? And he's like, oh, it's just like, my favorite Dragon Quest game. Like, so he's like, everybody's kind of like aware that he's letting them take turns to hit. So it's kind of funny where they break the wall and that sort of thing.
Is this the same studio?
Yeah, that make the other ones. Yeah.
I mean, Dragon Quest.
Oh no. This is Sega.
It's
so Persona, so it's pretty funny. They borrow some stuff from Persona. It feels because Persona's similar combat style,
right?
Where you pick an action and do it, and it's turn based. So it's kind of cool that you're seeing some of that in this game, and I hope that they stick with it with the future ones, but I'm not sure what they'll do. But the other Yakuza's, no, it's not like this kind of combat. It's totally like mashing and stuff.
Does it still have RPG elements like leveling
they're still leveling up and stuff. In those games, you use coins though. Like you make money and you use that money to like put into things like your damage or your speed. You can unlock like certain things, that abilities your character can do. Similar in this game too, but you gain actual experience points too. But it's totally like more like stylized RPG in this.
That's cool.
Yeah, super cool, super fun. Yeah, there's a lot of mini games. You can there's like arcades in the game. You can play stuff. You can play mahjong and stuff like that too. There's gambling. Yeah, there's a lot of gambling.
Minecraft.
No.
Mahjong. Oh.
Stop.
Yeah.
Isn't that Mojang?
Yeah, it's Mojang.
It's not even the same. But yeah, there's a bunch of mini games, so there's a lot to do in the games, which like gives you a good break too, because I feel like especially longer games you get kind of fatigued.
Yeah.
So this game kind of lets you do what you want in a sense. So it's not quite like GTA, because some people try to pull that comparison, but I'm like, no, not really.
Was there driving even?
No, it's completely walking. Yeah, you walk and run around the city, and you can do what you want to an extent.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's still a pretty linear plot. There are side quests and stuff that you can do that have their own little stories. And you can waste a lot of time doing those things too, but there is a linear storyline that you can follow.
Looks pretty fun.
It's a fun game.
Yeah,
I recommend it. Like, this is a good one too, because you don't need to play the other ones. You can just jump right into this one, and you won't value it any less.
This is next gen too, right?
Yeah, this is next gen. Yeah,
Optimized.
Xbox. Yeah, the Xbox Series X. This game, it's not on PS5 yet for some reason. You have yeah, it's not on PS5. It's like PS4, Xbox Series S and X, and Xbox One.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird. It's like, why wouldn't you just put this? But whatever. Also on PC. I think it's also on PC too.
Well, if it's on, I would imagine, huh?
Yeah.
Xbox.
Yeah, I think you buy it on Steam. So it's cool that but it kind of sucks if you're a PS5 owning. You have to play the PS4 version.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think it was like an Xbox deal or something.
Like a time exclusive.
Yeah, but it's like a weird opposite. It's like, just don't put it on that console yet.
I'm so glad that Final Fantasy Resident Evil 8 isn't a time exclusive anymore.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah, I might play it on PC to be honest.
What?
Yeah, because I want the higher frame rate.
Is it capped?
I think it's gonna. I don't know. I think 7 is capped on console, so I'd imagine.
But I mean, for next gen though.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll just wait. I mean, I won't buy it day one. I'll wait like a week and figure it out.
You mean you don't have it pre-ordered already?
No, I do not have it pre-ordered. I feel like pre-orders
problems
are kind of like. I know. I feel like after like the last recent years of Fallout 76 and all that stuff. Cyberpunk, yes. Cyberpunk was like, it doesn't hurt to wait. True, it kind of sucks because you're seeing everybody else enjoy the game right away, and that usually makes you want to go into.
Yeah.
Everybody's a culprit of it.
Especially with digital games now.
Digital games, it's just right there.
You
know, but I feel like, recently with a bunch of games kind of flopping, and you're like, wow, I wouldn't expect this. It could be avoided. We just don't pre-order it. You just wait. It's kind of hard at the same way though, because you just want to play new games. And then some games, you can just kind of, I don't know, just say, screw it. I trust them. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, I bought day one, because I knew it was gonna be good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
And it was a good game, and it was not buggy at all. So.
I trust Resident Evil.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Capcom, Capcom's Capcom.
Yeah.
I feel like with Capcom, it's like a dice. There's a 1 in 6 chance it will suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's really low. I feel like Capcom's gotten better.
What do you think about the RE verse? Did you see that? It's like a new PvP.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
That's definitely the 1 in 6.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm not gonna.
And Umbrella Corps is another PvP thing that they made that was like
trash.
Yeah.
I think it's because they see at least maybe those publishers, they see the market that online competitive games have, and they want in on that cash cow.
Esports.
Yeah, basically, they're like, oh, this studio did it, why can't we, and
you're right.
And those games are probably cheaply made in anyway, so it's like, even if no one bought it, they'll still be like, oh well, at least we tried.
Do you think they'll slap on a season pass for cosmetics then?
Yeah, they'll do stuff like that. Like Resident Evil Resistance, they snapped with Resident Evil 3, and that was a Dead by Daylight clone.
Really?
So
I don't know. It seems like maybe they're just doing it like a cash grab or something, right?
Yeah.
To be able to make the games that they want to make.
Yeah, totally.
Like I like GTA because they found a happy medium between the story mode and then the online where they like figured out how to monetize and keep it going. If only Resident Evil could do that, because Resident Evil 2 and 3 were super good, the remakes.
Yeah, they were super good.
But then they have to throw in stuff like this, you know.
Because they just want to potentially cash in on some hardcore fans.
Now, when did this game come out?
This game came out last year. Last year.
It was really good. Yeah. Well, this is the multiplayer aspect of it.
Yeah.
Which was kind of whatever. Not as bad as the other ones we were talking about. But Resident Evil 3, the remake, it's super good. It's just short.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Resident Evil 2. Not as short, but it's very good. In fact, you might like that.
Which one?
Resident Evil 2 remake. I don't know. You haven't played it yet, right?
No, I haven't played it. No.
Yeah, I think it definitely is a good entry point. If you haven't played Resident Evil.
Well, you played Resident Evil 4.
No, yeah, I played.
You played 4?
I played 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah.
That's even better though.
That's even better because you haven't played the first person.
Yeah.
And then you didn't play the original one.
Oh, and 7.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We have.
Yeah, we have 7.
Yeah.
We do have 7.
Hey, put that on.
Yeah, put Resident Evil 7.
Oh.
Resident Evil 3 remake.
Oh yeah.
I'll watch that. Oh, Mr.
Yeah.
Beast.
Everybody watch Mr. Beast?
Who's Mr. Beast?
He's the guy
Dude,
that sells the hamburgers.
What?
How are you gonna be on YouTube and not know who Mr. Beast is?
We're on YouTube.
Are we? I wonder if this is just like a speed run because it's only an hour long.
Am I boring for just wanting more Raccoon City? You know?
More Raccoon
No,
City?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think
it's like back to the base.
I missed it too when it was just zombies.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong with just zombies in my opinion.
In 6 when they start shooting at you, and even 7 those blob monster things were kind of boring.
Yeah, they were kind of lame design, not gonna lie. 7 was cool environment.
Yeah.
I loved the setting. I just didn't like the enemy types outside of the bosses.
Yeah. Margaret. What's her Marjorie? Margaret?
Yeah.
She's pretty cool.
She was cool. The DLC was super cool with like the saw looking stuff. That was fun.
The uncle.
Yeah. All that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the beat 'em up.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
That was cool. I don't mind that kind of stuff as long as it's DLC.
Yeah, especially as a DLC, like it's
yeah, like I don't mind that. Especially if you're gonna reuse environments, just like give me different combat. I'm cool with that. I mean, Resident Evil definitely aged poorly in those later games.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially when you're looking back at like 3, Veronica.
But the core gameplay was still very good.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, holds on.
Just aesthetically and maybe like some of the choices they made.
Yeah, plot points and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because like I feel like Capcom didn't really care about continuity in their games.
Yeah.
Until later on.
Yeah, they worry about it after the fact. They're like, we'll just.
Yeah, like Resident Evil 1 through like 3, like they kind of just did whatever. They're like, same characters. Don't worry about timelines. Don't think too much. Because there's definitely holes, and that they're definitely fixing with these remakes. But
you think they'll remake 0?
I don't know. I would like them to be remade because 0 is not a fun game.
I think it could be better.
It could be better. It would be more fun in this, and then you can make it a legit co-op thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And put item boxes in it.
Yeah. Go figure.
And make the enemies more than just bugs and monkeys.
Yeah, that is a rough game, man.
That game, it's weird because that game is like, it starts like, it's not quite one, but okay, I'll pull through it. And then when you get off the train, you're like, I hate this game.
Yeah, like immediately, like you learn that it's like a different game.
Yeah, and then you learn like, this isn't fun at all. Why did you put this in this?
0 is my intro to this.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
0's your intro?
Did you beat it?
No.
But it's not a fun game, right?
It's not. I was like, this is Resident Evil? This is stupid.
Yeah. That's terrible.
I pushed through it.
Did someone tell you to play that one?
No. I
was
remember,
it him?
No, was it not? No, I remember getting. When I was a kid, I would always go to Ramate as a kid. And there was always those vendors that would sell video games, and there was always I had a GameCube at the time, so I was like, what new GameCube game could I get? and I was like, "Oh, Resident Evil 0 looks good."
Yeah.
And it was cheap. It was like $10.
Yeah. You know what though? It does look good. You know, on GameCube.
Yeah.
It did look good.
Looked good.
Yeah.
It's just once you move the game around, it's just like this is not a fun game.
Man, I don't know. What they did with the GameCube though, with that and the remake,
Yeah.
they did a good job.
Those textures look good. I mean, the GameCube was like the most powerful out of the 3 consoles, right?
I don't know. It seemed like
I think it was.
because that was after Code Veronica.
Because like you look at games like Wind Waker and stuff, or maybe Nintendo was just really good about their console like being optimized.
Yeah, efficient.
Yeah. So maybe it was that. Who knows? But I mean, they did look good, and even when they got the HD remakes, like it even looked better. Like I love playing Resident 1 HD remake all the time, but man, 0 is not fun.
The tank controls though.
Tank controls. But anyway, I think other than Yakuza, that's pretty much.
That's for sure. I see you on Yakuza a lot whenever I go on Xbox.
Yeah. Other than Yakuza, I mean, I haven't been playing too much. Just like typical fighting games or whatever. You know, I mean, we'll talk about it later. But Guilty Gear, I've been playing that again because Strive, the new one's coming out, and the beta is up right now, and I've been dabbling in that. But we'll get into that later.
Okay, yeah. What is on the dock?
What's on the docket? So we're gonna get into news right now. Are we ready for the news?
Yeah, let's talk about some.
We've been on for almost 50 minutes.
I know we're gonna have to edit.
News.
Yeah. So
news time.
So news time.
I can record them.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, put a little like a little keyboard, just like.
Yeah. I can.
Anyway, basically what's going on.
A lot of things happened.
A lot of things have happened this month.
BlizzCon. Yeah.
Or BlizzConline.
BlizzConline, yeah.
Which is kind of like a weird cheeky thing.
RE-verse.
So did you guys watch BlizzConline?
I watched bits and pieces of what I cared about, which wasn't much.
Diablo 2 Resurrected. That is sick, actually, because Diablo 2 was like the one Diablo game I like played when I was younger. You know, I didn't really care about the other ones.
Yeah, dude, it's coming to Xbox.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's gonna be console. It's gonna be a console thing too.
Yeah. That's tight.
I'm definitely gonna pick that up.
And it's using the Diablo 3 engine, or is it still Diablo 2 like presentation?
Ooh, I don't know. It looks way nicer. I mean, so
after these ads.
I think they're on the Diablo 3 engine.
Diablo 3 engine?
Yeah. But it looks pretty good.
Okay, trailer.
I'm pretty stoked about this. Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it looks like a Diablo 3 plus. Like it's 3D definitely.
Yeah.
But it looks like the animations at least looks like Diablo 2.
Diablo 2 was in like 2D, huh? Like
it was like a 2D. Yeah, it was just really high like pixel art, you know.
Yeah.
Some good sprite work, but this is definitely 3D.
But that's cool.
It's cool, yeah. I like how they have that stiffness to them.
Yeah.
Which makes it more like Diablo 2, not so much 3.
Mm.
But that's cool that we're getting that, and that coming out this year.
It's coming to Switch too, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's coming to Switch.
With this year?
Yeah,
this year.
Nintendo 2021.
Oh.
Switch, yeah.
And Xbox Series.
I think they're gonna try to release Diablo 2 soon. I think.
Yeah. Probably get people back into Diablo because it's been like, when did 3 come out? Like 2012?
11?
Yeah, it's almost been 10 years since like a Diablo game.
And that's the thing. Remember, everybody thought that BlizzCon was it 2018, 2019?
Announced it.
Yeah, 2018.
That it was supposed to. Everybody thought it was gonna be Diablo 4.
Yeah.
But it ended up being.
Yeah, they put this big trailer. I remember. I was there. And it was for Diablo Immortal.
What's Diablo Immortal?
It is a mobile Diablo game that didn't have any sort of date or anything.
And Josh, get this. Like, imagine you were a huge Diablo fan, right?
Yeah.
Diablo 1, Diablo 2. Diablo 3 was mediocre, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, new BlizzCon. They mentioned that they're gonna talk about a new Diablo. Everyone's freaking the fuck out because it's like new Diablo.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do this, right?
Yeah.
They announce it, mobile only. Mobile only. only on your phones.
Yeah.
And everybody thought, is this like a April Fool's joke?
Yeah.
Is this like, are you able to at least play the mobile game on the PC? Nope, just all on mobile. And this pissed everyone off.
Is it like when everyone thought like Overwatch 2 news was coming and it ended up being like a card game or something? Or World of Warcraft or something?
Oh, the Hearthstone, yeah.
Yeah, Hearthstone, that's what it was. That's nuts. Why? See, another
Blizzard,
thing where it's like, are we just trying to monetize so they can pay for the next game or something,
Diablo
like,
Immortal?
Yeah, or something like that. Like all these mobile games.
I mean, mobile games, whether you want to believe it or not,
it's
like
a big market.
It's a very lucrative market.
Mm-hmm.
Candy Crush?
That, like, a studio like Activision Blizzard would be stupid not to try to cash in on.
I mean, PUBG Mobile's huge.
I mean, like, Tencent owns, like, everything right now, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, I think that they have stock in Activision. I don't know.
They have stock in everything.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
it's crazy.
A lot of companies have stock in everything. So, but it makes sense that like a company like Activision Blizzard would want mobile market. I'm sure they did their research and stuff and saw that Blizzard definitely was lacking probably, and this is probably their way of getting in there. But yeah, definitely people were not happy, as typical Blizzard fans are. I feel like
no, you're right. No,
I feel like Blizzard, Diablo fans especially are like the finicky ones that even hate 3. They're like still playing 2.
Yeah,
and it's kind of funny.
And there's a bunch of mods too. Like
definitely. From my experience, when I was at the event for the Diablo thing, and people were going wild, like how mad they were. Yeah. And I played Diablo Immortal, and I was like, it's okay, it's a phone game, it's whatever.
But it's not what people expect.
It's definitely not what people will expect. And I get it, People wanted not a console game, like a PC game. And it's kind of funny because it's like the less accessible, the better, is what Blizzard fans want. At least for Diablo, in my opinion, is like they want something that's PC that you can't put on a controller, that it has to have to play click and stuff on.
It's kind of
because they like it, it's very boomery.
No, you're onto something because there's definitely there's been rumors and stuff that where Blizzard have mentioned they want to bring World of Warcraft to consoles or something, or to mobile. Yeah, and people they're like, no, this is stupid. How is it gonna work? Like people instantly shoot it down, but it's like I think
why
it'd be
not
a good
try?
Yeah, I think World of Warcraft on consoles would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand why you wouldn't even just try. You know? Like all you have to do is get it onto a controller, right? Mm-hmm. And whether or not people like it is up to them. But at least if you have it on the market, then you have it on the market. You can make digital only if you want it. I mean, I know it takes money to put it into production, but
I think because with the fans, they think that Blizzard's taking away from what they want, and it starts with a World of Warcraft port to console, and then it turns into like World of Warcraft support only on console because they're worried that PC will be put on the backseat for Blizzard things.
You're touching on something that's like pretty scary because it's like the gamers own the game, right? Yeah. Kind of like The Last of Us 2, how people were so mad and like issuing like death threats to like the writers of the game.
Yeah, which is terrible.
Yeah, like that's not okay.
That's not okay.
And like Cyberpunk even, like stuff like that. Like I don't understand where people got so entitled to games, they envision it to be.
In the end of it, we're fortunate enough in this day and age that you could just play what you want.
Yeah, there's enough.
If you don't like it, don't play it, But I feel like a lot of gamers feel entitled that the new thing needs to be catered to them because they need a turn. But in reality, that's not how the world works. Especially not like in our current society. It's like they're gonna go towards what's gonna make money, and if a niche PC port isn't gonna make the money, they're not gonna do it. And that's the sad truth. But we're fortunate enough though that someone will make something that you will like, and it might not be the studio you expect.
Yeah, it could be this indie publisher.
Yeah, it could be. And that's okay because you'll get what you want eventually. But I think it's kind of a shame. But anyway, what else came out with BlizzCon?
Oh, I mean, it definitely
Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2, which I mean, we all played Overwatch. We all played it a lot. I thought.
Yeah.
When it first came out, I loved it.
Yeah, I mean,
it was really fun.
And you know, I jumped back into it recently for a second, and it's still good. It's still very good.
It's a well-made game.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm okay with it. You know, I definitely fell off, like everybody.
Yeah.
Which they announced Overwatch 2, 2 years ago? I want to say?
Yeah.
2019, right?
Yeah. I think it was 2019.
It was definitely too soon.
Definitely too soon.
Yeah.
But I think it kind of had to do with leaks, you know. It definitely showed up, and they were definitely too early at it, so they definitely had to go, you know, screw it, we're out. Moving on to Overwatch 2. And then it kind of just led this question, like, why?
See, does Overwatch...
Because Overwatch 2, at first, well, I don't know now. I didn't read too much into it. I just watched, like, this breakdown. Is that it's an update, but it's not. It's like a second game.
So are you paying for it?
Yeah, you pay for it. You pay for it, and you get the new stuff. And the new characters and all that.
Are they... I haven't looked much into it. But is it continuation just the same multiplayer, or are they adding more?
So there's multiplayer. It's all multiplayer still.
Yeah.
But now they're adding...
progression. That's one of the things. It's like a skill tree for each character.
Yeah, you level up the characters. Yeah, there's you can level up your characters.
You can add element.
Yeah, it's basically encouraging the grind, but it's mostly for the co-op experience.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 is getting bigger on the co-op experience, like you working together to complete objectives. Yeah.
Those talent trees right there remind me a lot of World of Warcraft, and I'm just like, I'm definitely gonna get it now.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think that's the problem that was with Overwatch 1 was it was at the end of it you were still just playing one mode.
Yeah.
You're just escorting the payload or
elimination.
Yeah, elimination came out of it way later when like a lot of the player base fell off anyway. And I think now Overwatch is basically a niche thing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, so you're saying like now they're reverting to how I said these characters are like in Overwatch 1, you know, they're all the same. Like they all input the same amount of damage, same. Everything's the same.
Yeah, when you leave the match, they come out no stronger than they did before you left.
Right. Yeah,
like this is more about progressing the character
and you can also like tailor it.
But is this only for the co-op or is this in multiplayer?
To my knowledge, it's only for the co-op.
Okay, so
but the co-op is like the thing though that they're pushing. Like you're playing these missions with your friends.
That's cool.
And it's more about that, and that's what Overwatch 2 is more about.
Yeah,
there's still there still is like competitive stuff.
They would have to keep that balance somehow.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, but they definitely want you to encourage playing with friends and stuff, and wanting you to be like, okay, I want. Yeah, they're showing like the rendering and stuff, like the how to. I don't even like just a regular ass trailer.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't like that they after the main Blizzard presentation, they pretty much like split it off. Like, if you want to know more about World of Warcraft, you had to go to this channel. Yeah. If you want to hear more about Overwatch 2, you had to go to this channel.
Yeah, which I think it kind of, they try to give you the convention, because with the convention, it was like that. It was like stages, and you go where you want. You want Hearthstone, you go there. If you want Overwatch, you go. Mm-hmm. But
it's a lot of information.
There's a lot of information. They're definitely expounding on it, because they definitely didn't do anything when it came out that they were making Overwatch 2. It's just like, yeah, this is a thing.
Yeah.
You'll hear about it maybe next year, and then it was like, no. And now it's not even expected to come out this year, but next year.
Mm-hmm. Well, with COVID and everything,
yeah, definitely probably put a hinder on it, and probably they're focusing on
Oh, yeah, well, that's like one of the main things they talked about in the presentation, like with COVID and everything. It was like really hard for like the employees to even work together
to make it
possible. To make a lot of things
just adjusting.
Which is understandable, keep people safe.
So they announced, or they talked about Overwatch 2. They announced Diablo 4.
They announced it, but
well, I mean, they showed us stuff. Yeah, they showed more
gameplay.
Yeah, they showed
gameplay, and they showed the new
rogue class. Which
I
was like, yeah.
Because it's like, but I think based off another class in the first game.
Yeah.
On the rogue class.
Yeah.
Diablo 4.
Yeah.
How's it look? Pretty good.
It looks good. Yeah, it looks next gen.
I did not see this. We're gonna get YouTube Red, huh?
Yeah, you want me to get YouTube Red?
Possibly.
I might have to get it next.
Yeah.
I'll just like.
We can share it.
Yeah, we
or
can share
just
it.
get
Oh
uBlock.
yeah, Cedar Squared. Yeah.
Just get uBlock, dude.
Yeah, I should.
What?
uBlock Origin. You never heard of that?
No. Are we sponsored? No.
We're not sponsored.
What is it though?
No, it's just another like ad
Like
ad blocker.
Would it work for YouTube?
Yeah, it works for YouTube. Yeah, because what it does is instead of showing the ad,
Yeah.
it just says skip ad like immediately.
That's cool.
That's tight. Okay, I'll look that up.
Yeah. I think I got like a YouTube Red trial on like this email. But anyway, this is the Rogue. This is Diablo 4 gameplay.
Yeah, I mean,
It looks pretty much like I played 3.
Yeah,
It looks pretty much just like 3, honestly.
It still seems a little bit slower than the early ones too.
Yeah.
Looks slower than
2. Yeah.
2. Yeah.
It looks slower than 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably touch this game.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Especially, I mean, because I like the rogue class. I mean, just rogues in general. I mean, that's what I played in World of Warcraft. That's what I play in D&D. So I'll definitely check this
cool
out.
bow and arrow and stuff. It looks pretty, you know. I haven't played a Diablo in a while, so that'd be fun to play something.
Yeah, well, that 2 remastered. I mean, that'd be a good way to jump back in for me.
Yeah. And then the Burning Crusade for Classic.
What is that?
Classic.
The second or the first expansion pack to World of Warcraft.
Oh my! This is all you
but it definitely is all me. Because
Steam.
I play World of Warcraft Classic. Not Classic, like the vanilla when it first came out.
Right.
But I didn't get to play endgame as much. I was still leveling up because I was like 13 when I started playing.
Right.
So I leveled up a paladin, so I didn't really get to play. If you didn't know, paladins are probably the worst class to level because they're the slowest. So when I finally got to 60, it was like the tail end of the first
life
game.
cycle. Yeah.
So when Burning Crusade came out, this is the first game I played that had and I actually jumped into the end progression. It was like raiding and PvPing. It's just this game was amazing. This expansion was probably my favorite expansion. Damn. Or one of my favorite expansions.
Does it? It's pretty much like the same. They put it like on the updated servers, right?
Yeah. So you could continue on. The way they're doing it is, I think you continue on with your old character that you made in Classic.
Yeah. Or
you could just pretty much take a new character. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it have that ability where it could just auto level you up?
So you could. Yeah, they have boosts, which a lot of the community don't like. Because I mean, a large part of the game is leveling up, so it's like
the grind.
And I think that kind of takes away, especially if you're like, I imagine the mission, the quests and the raids and stuff. They expect you to go in probably knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's probably hard if you can't differentiate new people and old people because they auto leveled up, you know.
No, yeah, really.
I'm sure that takes away because I know I play Final Fantasy 14, so it's a little different. But a lot of people don't like that it's hard to tell, especially when expansions come out, that you can't really differentiate new and old players because there's nothing to show it.
Yeah.
So
no, you're right.
I get it.
But yeah, I'm definitely once I get a new PC going, stuff, I'm definitely gonna be hopping on Burning Crusade.
It's gonna be your life, huh? World of Warcraft.
Yeah, they might
expect World of Warcraft streams or something.
Oh no, definitely. And then one last thing. Well, before we jump into Nintendo, I just wanted to say that because of that, I'm starting. I don't know if you've heard that MMO, Ashes of Creation.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so because of World of Warcraft, I love MMOs now. So.
Really?
Yeah.
You should try Final Fantasy 14. I think that's on it.
Have you played it?
No, but I keep hearing good things about it. And
I played it. I play it. It's good. It's definitely. I mean, I haven't played much WoW. Yeah. But it's definitely a pretty traditional MMO RPG.
Where Final Fantasy
14.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out.
It's cool. It's free. For up to level 60 now.
Okay.
So it's 2 expansions worth of stuff. So you don't have to put any money in until after that. Yeah, it's pretty, and that's a lot of game. You know, to get to level 60. It's pretty. I think it took me forever to get to 60. So.
But yeah, This right here.
This is Ash's creation.
Yeah, this is the...
I did hear about it. This is like a Kickstarter, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Right now they're still in pre-alpha.
Isn't it like, if I'm correct, it's like races and stuff, they have control about who becomes the dominant. Like, players have the control of who becomes the dominant presence in a certain area, right?
Yeah. So and not everyone like could be like that, that dominant presence as you talk about.
Yeah.
And like each area is controlled is controlled by a certain group or people or like a guild or something.
Yeah.
And it's always the territory is always changing.
It's always changing because you can contest it.
Yeah, you can contest the territory and take it for yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, when you build a character or you make a character, you designate what team you want to be a part of or something like that. Yeah,
I think so. And I think they're trying to also do it like the organic, because the people who play this game love they want to cater around the community, because that's what MMOs are about. It's about the community.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do with this game. They're trying to give the community more
ability to
control
what's good and what's not.
And also to basic control how they play the game. Because you don't have to do all the other stuff that they tell you or they bring to you. Because there's a lot of simple stuff like gardening or basic stuff that you can do just to play the game.
So you could just exist in the world.
Yeah, you could exist in the world too and play along with it. But the other stuff too, that's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
The combat system, and I think that's what we're just waiting on to see if the combat system is good. Because if the combat system is good, then the game will be good.
Yeah, totally. Because that's what you're gonna be doing most of the time. Looks pretty.
Yeah,
it looks like good. Like
it runs really well.
Yeah, it looks like it runs really well. So that's a good thing. I know this is just pre-alpha, so it's hard to tell. But it looks pretty good. So.
Yeah, this dev team and this team involved with the game is they always talk to the community. Intrepid Studios I think they're pretty small, but I think they're getting this game going. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, looks good. Yeah, hopefully there's a lot of people backing it up, because I know that's what makes MMOs MMOs, but World of Warcraft coming out, Burning Crusade.
And then they also announced another another update to World of Warcraft, another raid. That's pretty much all I talked about. Yeah. I don't really play the base game anyways.
Yeah. Move on, Nintendo Direct. Which it was an hour long, but in my opinion, not that much was really announced.
Yeah, I don't know.
New Smash characters.
Right.
Got the Xenoblade 2 rep.
Another sword,
but at least it's not a Fire Emblem,
I guess.
At least it's not Rex.
I was,
a lot of people were like, oh, please not that guy, because he's kind of annoying, protag kind of guy. He's like, yeah, we can do it, kind of, but yeah, you have, this girl, Pyra. So.
Yeah, I got so stoked though, because Destiny heard a rumor on TikTok or something that it was gonna be Dr. Robotnik.
I think people were read into the developer Sakurai. He tweeted ho 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 blah 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 ho 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 and who laughs like that man. But I think people read into whatever that guy says too much.
Yeah.
And what he said, all the characters have been picked already. He's already there's no, so it can't be somebody that's coming out recently,
Yeah.
So it's definitely this was already planned out, probably way in advance. Oh, we're picking this character.
You think when Smash first dropped, or
no, when the second DLC season.
Oh, okay.
And this is the final season of DLC. So if your characters don't get in, it doesn't get in.
There's only been 2.
Well,
man,
the final pass. Yeah, So there's 3 more, I think.
Yeah, there's
because we got Sephiroth and Steve.
Yeah.
And Min were this season, and then her the before. So there's 2 slots left. Yeah.
I hope it's someone good. I want to see more properties as well.
Who do you want? Someone What do you want, like Crash Bandicoot?
Spyro
Spyro
would be pretty cool.
I think I'd rather see Crash than Spyro.
Probably, yeah. Probably would be cool though.
Because that would be more of a PlayStation rep. But I feel like...
Sly Cooper?
Yeah, I know.
Damn, that's super niche. Oh, I gotta change the battery. And we're back.
Yeah. So
we
yeah, I
just
want to
talked-
see Spyro. Yeah.
You want to see Spyro?
I want to see Spyro.
Sly
Crash.
Cooper.
Sly Cooper.
Whatever.
Kratos.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Moving on. What else
Master
announced?
Chief.
Yeah.
What else announced? Oh,
Goku.
Monster Hunter Rise stuff, which is coming out soon.
Yeah.
Another Capcom game. These games are good.
I know. It's kind of the same thing with Dark Souls though. The scale of the monsters scares me.
Yeah, this game's a lot more. This is definitely a grinding kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those games where it's like you killed the same monster like 40, 50 times, but at least they're good, designs.
Yeah, they're interesting.
What else? No More Heroes 3.
Yeah. No More Heroes 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it announced, huh?
Yeah, No More Heroes 3. Yeah. Well, it got announced a while back.
Yeah.
It's just now it's closer. It comes out this year, I think. Yeah, like August.
Mm.
I played the first one recently.
Oh wow.
They're good games. It's definitely like weird, like aesthetics, but they're fun at least. What else? Utopia.
Yeah, all these games that
This direct was kind of
it was pretty weak.
I think the best part was Mario Golf.
Mario Golf.
where's
Yeah,
let's
finally.
look at
Let me pull Mario
Here it is.
Golf up.
I don't know why you skipped it.
I don't know where it was at. Actually. I'm a
Um,
terrible host. I'm not putting much notes. Okay, Mario
There we
Golf.
go.
Yeah.
Yep, this is what it's all about. This is the point. Like, this should have just been the direct. That's just
This.
Yeah, honestly, I would be okay with this and Strikers and more like Mario stuff. I love the
I would have
Mario
loved
games.
the Strikers remake.
Yeah, we need more Mario sports games, definitely.
It's crazy how good they are.
They're well. I mean, it's Nintendo,
They're just fun.
Nintendo's all bangers, Except
Look at that. Look at that. That
Ooh.
swing.
Ooh,
Bowser.
Bowser, he gets what he deserves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited about this.
Yeah, expect to see some content.
Yeah, definitely. It looks just fun. There's like motion controls first and foremost.
That's sick, actually.
I feel like this is like the first deserved motion control
Yeah.
game for the Switch.
Yeah.
Because what games have come out that use like the motion controls really?
Well, Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey, but there's really just like doing this,
Yeah.
It wasn't like using the stuff as like apparatuses.
tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty much just like do this.
Did they remake Wii
Mario
Sports
Party.
or
No, they didn't.
Didn't
That would be
remake
tight.
Sports?
Yeah, this is a start.
Yeah.
Golf.
But like Wii Sports is like one of the things that they were
Yeah,
for.
I'm sure they probably
They
talked
have
about
to,
it or
right?
something. But yeah, Mario Golf definitely. Skyward Sword is getting an HD remaster.
Yeah. Do you think? I don't know. I've never played that one. Was it good? Do you know?
Skyward Sword.
Mhm.
It's okay. It sucks because it was on the Wii.
Yeah, I played it on the Wii and it was
And the
terrible.
Wii controls were
It's
not very good. It wasn't like Twilight Princess where like the Wii controls weren't really there as much. This one was a little bit off.
Because you control the sword with your
You
right
control the
hand,
sword, and it's kind of cool. It was kind of funny to note that like Link is left-handed,
Right. Right.
so the sword he usually carries out with his left hand.
Mhm.
But Twilight Princess, they put it on his right hand, and same with this one.
Because
They
they
put
had
it
to
on his
make it.
Yeah, the difference was this game was made for the Wii as opposed to Twilight Princess. Because in Twilight Princess on the GameCube, he's left-handed still, but on the Wii he's right-handed.
Do you think there's a way to change it to left-handed?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Nintendo don't care. They're just like, this is the hand you use. So I mean, I'm okay, but I think this would be better because you can use just buttons.
Right, because you can
This
use
is
the
an
sticks,
option,
right?
Yeah, this is just an optional thing now.
Well, and two, the Joy-Cons are supposed to be better.
They are better, yeah, but of course you don't want to, do this the whole time.
I don't know, I'll give it a shot. It looks, I mean, it's
It's
Zelda,
Zelda,
yeah, yeah.
so they call this one the worst one, but I don't know if I'd call it the worst one. But I mean, Zelda games are usually pretty okay, so I'll play it at least.
Well, and this year is the 35th anniversary, right?
Yeah, well, this was like, people were saying, "Oh, give us the collection," and I was like, I don't know if Nintendo's gonna do that for you guys.
Well, how hard would it be?
Probably not hard at all, but it's Nintendo, you know.
Yeah, it's Nintendo.
Like, they put the Mario collection out, right? And
Yeah.
those are just emulators. Like, it's not even like remasters.
And then they're gonna take it off the store.
Yeah, it's gonna be off the store next month. So, like, if you haven't bought it, reminder, buy Mario collection before you can't.
Should I make an account and just buy it?
So yeah, I would just do it, or just go to the store and buy a copy.
Buy a copy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for real though. Yeah, Mario Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine's
Pretty
good.
good.
Mario Sunshine's weird though.
Yeah.
It's very like the character designs and like the levels are so not Mario things.
Mm.
But you know, that's why it's called the weird one.
Yeah, and I'm totally okay with that.
I'm cool with it too. I like Sunshine.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
I love the gameplay. But that was pretty much it. That was announced.
Yeah. I mean, there was that.
Oh, it's Splatoon 3. My bad. But like, see, I forgot. Like,
you forgot already. Yeah.
I'm sorry to all the Splatoon people out there. I'm not
Those
really
Splatoon fans.
Yeah.
They come at you, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Watch out for your Twitter.
I know.
I just
Those Zoomers, the Nintendo like Neo Nintendo fans. But it's crazy. This is the third Splatoon, and Splatoon 1 came out like 2015 or something like that.
I heard they're good. I heard
they're good. I played 2.
Yeah.
It's a fun like little team-based shooter that you can just spend time playing.
MLG.
No. Yeah, basically, it's like competitive, but not really. It's hard to get salty playing the game, you know.
How's that?
Because you just painting the
You're
ground.
painting the
You're just
ground,
painting the
yeah.
ground. You do get killed and stuff, but I feel like you live pretty long in the game, like, you know. So like you're definitely not dying all the time in it, like Call of Duty or something.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like easier, more enjoyable, but I wouldn't say it's more anything deeper than that. It's just
mindless fun.
Yeah, it's just mindless fun. That's why I was kind of like, wow, this is like this is the showstopper part. You know? I was like, whatever.
It wasn't even that good of a trailer.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah,
all in all, pretty weak. There was
pretty weak.
Animal Crossing.
Mario Golf, Animal Crossing update. I don't really play it anyway, but it's there.
It's like that DC superheroes game.
Whatever.
Like pretty rough.
How did they get that slot? They must have been like, what made them say, okay, we got to put this on here as opposed to just making this thing 5 minutes shorter?
Yeah.
You know, it just made me think. But whatever. At least something's better than nothing. So,
Yeah.
Josh, will you be playing Apex on Nintendo Switch?
Oh yeah.
I am. It's double XP, so it would be a good way to.
Is it double XP
for a Switch? Yeah.
That was announced at this.
Is it like cross protect? Like you can cross your
Not yet. I think it's coming. Cross progression.
Yeah.
Was this put on the?
I don't know.
For real quick, it was super.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
At the very end, I think it says it.
I wonder how it runs.
I hope okay, because it needs to be running pretty well.
It has to match frame rate, right? To like at least console, like 30.
It wouldn't be fair.
I know, but whatever. I mean, hey.
But I have a controller. I mean,
I wonder how big the download's gonna be. Because you gotta think about that, like a Switch, like they have to make it less than 32.
You think it's gonna be like 720p?
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna look really choppy.
It's gonna look choppy, just so it can run at least good enough.
You're gonna have to let us know, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, you and you get on both your Switches.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Apex.
I could. Yeah.
We'll play.
Yeah, we could. Just like really poorly optimized.
Yeah. It's all blocky.
Yeah. It's just like, But anyway, that was the direct.
Yeah. Nothing else.
Hopefully the next one's better. Whatever. I'm not gonna be one of those Nintendo people that's like, stupid Nintendo. Like, I don't care. It's fine.
What's next?
Google Stadia.
Oh, dead, huh?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I'm surprised that they made it this far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Google posted this thing focusing on Stadia's future as a platform and winding down their game development studio. So they shut down the game development studio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stadia still exists. at least at this point. But they will not be making games just for Stadia.
So
like the internal studio.
What I read was that the Microsoft acquisition of Bethesda, they're contributing that as one of the reasons.
Yeah.
How much is there to that? You know.
I don't know anything about it. But pretty much they just put out this blanket statement, just like they're not gonna be making much. It says, what does it mean? You can still continue playing all your games on Stadia and Stadia Pro, but we'll continue to bring new titles from third parties. So only third parties from here on out.
Yeah, that's crappy though. You know, like all those people are out of jobs now.
Yeah, I think a lot of them probably knew, like
that it was gonna be a risk.
Yeah, that Google was just putting a bunch of money at this, that they knew nothing would happen. You know, these big companies do that all the time, where they just put a crap ton of money towards something, like Google Glasses and stuff like that. Like, we don't know that stuff.
I was really waiting. For
and obviously it was a waste, and they just wasted money. But these companies make enough money that they can just do that. So I'm sure all these people won't have too much of trouble, like probably finding new places to work at. But I'm sure Google also probably assisted in relocating those people to other areas. I'm sure they have the resources to do that if anybody does. But it's kind of funny because Stadia was like, when they announced, people were like, whatever. And here we are, like a year and a half later, finally dying, you know, or showing signs of mortality at least.
Did you even get hands-on time with it?
I did. It runs terribly. I played like Destiny 2 on it, and I had pretty decent internet. Like I had like 200 plus download, 20 plus upload, which was pretty good, and still was getting like pretty considerable delay. Maybe it's more optimized now. I haven't played it like in the recent year, but when it first came out, I tried Destiny 2 and it was like, no.
It's gonna be pretty hard to compete with Game Pass, man.
Yeah, well, the thing with this was it was streaming. Yeah. So there was no downloads.
Yeah, but in terms of like latency, I don't know that there will ever be, pinpoint accurate.
I think not here, not in the United States. I think Korea, Japan, China, those places, sure. Like this could work there. Because internet's way better than
Yeah, our internet.
Yeah, we're at the mercy of Comcast and stuff. Whatever they think is good for us is good for us. Over there, it's all good. So it kind of sucks that. So this definitely will never work. At least in this decade, I feel. Will not work.
So on record, you're saying, fuck Comcast, right?
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Just in case.
Don't shut down our internet.
Please don't. Yeah, I know. What we say here does not reflect our personal views.
I have a friend that still has AT&T.
Yikes.
I didn't even know that still existed.
Yeah, it does. Sorry. But anyway, rest in peace, Google Stadia, soon to be.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
You can play Cyberpunk there, like with the recent successful launch. They said successful.
Oh.
But anywho, that's Stadia. Last thing.
I mean, it did pretty good on PC.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe that's what they're talking about. Successful.
It sold well.
It was still buggy. It may have run better.
Yeah.
Still buggy.
No.
It's definitely not gonna be anything fun until maybe next year. I'll give it a year.
Mortal
Kombat 2021.
Taking a break from games for a bit.
But still kind of games.
Yeah, gotta games.
Yeah.
Your discretion advised, by the way.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the trailer yet, Mortal Kombat will be getting a movie this year. It's a live action. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, HBO Max, man.
Yeah, HBO Max.
So good.
I think it was intended for theaters, but either way, it's coming to HBO Max, which is going to be cool. I like the tone of this. Mm-hmm. It's cheesy, but I think Mortal Kombat shouldn't be taken too seriously. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I think this is just the right amount of like cheesiness meets like seriousness to as much as they can without it seeming too ludicrous on either side. Because if they were like making this serious and they have characters like Kano and stuff in it, I'd be like, oh, this is trash, you know. I think that's like the problem with some video game movies is like they try to take the campiness out of it.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes even worse.
Like Resident Evil.
Or even what was it? The Street Fighter movies.
Right.
Stuff like those movies are ridiculous, but they try to make it serious, and it's like they're not supposed to be, you know.
Yeah, as long as they're keeping in mind what makes the game fun, you know.
Yeah,
the fighting has to be good.
Yeah.
It has to be really gory.
It has to be gory. It has to be cheesy. It has to be over the top. That's what makes it cool, you know.
And cool.
Yeah.
You know.
And like the original Mortal Kombat movies aren't bad. Well, they're not great.
Yeah, they're not. But they're fun.
They're fun at least.
Yeah.
I think my only gripe, like I watched like the original ones from the 80s and like or 90s. When did they come out? 95.
90s.
Yeah, 90s.
95. And anyway, they're cool and they're fun, but the combat wasn't that good in them.
No.
They'd always have like terrible cuts. Like you could tell that they had stunt doubles.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah.
So I'm cool with this because this definitely looks like, you know, more of like a fighting game movie because there's actual combat,
more choreography,
which I want, you know.
CGI is way better.
It's so cool. Jesus. Like it's so cheesy, but it's so cool, and I'm okay with that. And like right here, he's like, "Get over here," like stupid but fun, you know.
And like, there's certain things that they're gonna have to do to like
make it just like pretty much like over the top and all that. But yeah, it's Mortal Kombat.
Australian
dude. Well, he's Australian.
Yeah, well, it originated from the first movie.
Yeah.
Right? He was Australian in the first game.
Yeah. And now he is Australian.
Yeah, it's tight. It works really well.
That's way cooler, you know.
Shout out to HBO Max, by the way.
Yeah. Coming out April 16th. There's nothing to lose. It's free, basically. Well, not free.
If you have HBO Max.
Yeah. I'm already paying for HBO Max. Like, that's cool. I don't have to go out and kill myself.
I got in at the $12 price point.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's a good deal, I think.
It is. Well, I mean, they're coming out with movies. They had Wonder Woman. They recently came out with Judas and the Black Messiah. That was really good.
Yeah, movie, yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, so I'm excited for this to come out.
Like King Kong
even, yeah.
That one, I don't know, it's probably already off actually, the Long Night? No, not the Long Night. That one with,
oh, yeah, with Jared Leto.
And... Rami Malek.
Yeah, but there's another guy.
There's another guy, what's his face? Oh, Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one's actually a good movie. I like it.
What else is there?
That's pretty much it for the docket. That's it for news. I didn't talk about it, but Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, right.
I was playing that. The new game's coming out in 2 months, April, I think.
For those of us that don't know, what is Guilty Gear?
Guilty Gear is a very old fighting game series. It's pretty much like up there with like Street Fighter in the sense that it's like pretty popular, but also not popular.
So we're still doing the podcast, right?
Yeah, we're still on. It's pretty much just like, you know, your anime type fighting game. Super big following in Japan and stuff, but I'm excited for this because there hasn't been a new fighting game in a while.
Yeah. Since
like Mortal Kombat, and I played it, but I definitely prefer like Japanese style fighting games because I feel like the combat just feels more fluid. So this game is coming out a couple months.
So new fighting game, new characters and everything.
Yeah, new character. Well, there's a lot of old characters and stuff, but totally new engine and stuff. The game looks amazing, super stylized and over the top, and I'm really excited. This game's really cool because it's a lot of metal references and stuff.
Okay.
Like the creator really likes like heavy metal and stuff, so a lot of like the covers have like stuff in it. There's like a character named Zepp instead of like Led Zeppelin references and all that stuff. So there's a lot of cool like little music references in the game, but it's really fun and over the top, and I'm excited for it. But yeah, it comes out in April. Played the beta, it runs really well. Comes out, I'm gonna say, let me see. Quick search.
Damn. I'm surprised you don't know, dude.
I want to say like April, like
2021.
9th. April 9th, 2021. Yeah.
April 9th.
April 9th, 2021. And yeah, I'll definitely be playing this probably like all the time.
Yeah, you are the fighting game.
I am the fighting game person.
Connoisseur.
Yeah, Steve's the MMO guy and Josh is
Whatever's left
whatever.
over. Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll defend Cyberpunk.
Yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the podcast today. I mean, anything else from you guys?
Thanks to our loyal viewers.
Yeah,
all
thanks
five
for
of
listening. It's good to be back. Hopefully,
really good to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, we're not even doing this to like, you know.
Yeah, this is just for fun, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you kick it with us, you kick it with us.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. You know.
Thank you.
If you don't, then you know.
If you don't, then whatever.
Have
fun with those other losers that you listen to or watch. Whatever.
Boo.
I don't care.
Boring.
I'm not hurt. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll see you guys
next
time.
See you guys.
Later.
Later.